Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with these two pieces of 2x4 that I had. I am going to start by painting the bigger one with some antique white paint. And I did the whole entire thing, and I ended up doing 2 coats. Just making sure that I get inside all those nooks and crannies because it was kind of a beat up 2x4. It was in my scrap wood pile. So I want to make sure that I get it covered very well. Then once I have that all painted, I'm going to take that little one and I'm going to paint that with a coat of burnt orange. And again, doing the same thing that I did on the first one, just getting in all those little nooks and crannies. Like I said, these are kind of beat up and rustic looking. And I did 2 coats of the orange as well. Once it was all painted, I'm just going to set that aside and let it dry and come back to it after. I'm going to take that bigger 2x4 piece and I am going to take some raffia and I just cut it down a little bit, and then I am just going to glue that onto either side of this piece of wood. So I'm just going to run a strip of glue and then just start adding the raffia on either side. And I can trim this down after. It doesn't have to look perfect right now, but I'm just trying to get it on there. And then I'm going to repeat that process on the other side, making sure that that side was stuck really well. And then again, just doing the same thing, running some glue, and then just laying the raffia down. Once I have that all on there, I can start adding bits and pieces to the sides here on either side just to kind of bring it out to the front. So I'm just kind of gathering the scraps that fell and then adding them towards the front of the 2x4. Then I added some across the top, just like that. And then I'm going to take a piece of burlap that I had. It was a burlap circle. And I'm just going to fold up the top and then round it down to the back. And then I'm going to glue it into place. And then just hold that until it sets. Then once that was dry, I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to tie off the top of it. So I'm just going to kind of pick about how tall I want my hat. And then I am going to add a piece of twine to hold the top of it. So as you can see, I just kind of glued down the extra sides just to make sure that they weren't going to pop up. And then I'm just going to kind of decide about how high I want it and then just tie it off with a piece of twine. And I'm just going to tie that into a knot and then tie it into a bow. And then cut off that excess burlap at the top. And then you can kind of pull some of the pieces of burlap out to give it that frayed look. I'm just sort of trimming it down, getting it how I want it, and then tying that into the bow. And trim off those excess pieces. Next, I took a pencil and I drew on 2 eyes, and they're just teardrops, and then a couple of eyebrows. And then I'm going to do a triangle for the nose that's kind of rounded on all edges, and then some half circles on either side, and then connect those for the mouth. So once I have that all drawn out, I'm going to start painting the eyes, and I'm going to just use a really thin brush. And I always get asked where I buy my brushes. I don't buy anything special. I buy my brushes at Walmart. They're in a pack of, sometimes you get 20 or 30 brushes. They're the cheap ones. I never buy expensive brushes because I always forget to put them in water and they get ruined. So once I have the eyes all filled in, I am going to start painting the eyebrows on. So I'm just going to add the black to the eyebrows. And then I'm going to take some maroon paint and dab it on the cheeks and give them some nice rosy cheeks. And then I'm going to take that same paintbrush and just trace over the lines with black paint to make the mouth. And once I have it all connected and it's all finished, now I can start working on the nose. I'm going to make this nose into a candy corn, so I'm going to need to separate it into 3 parts. So I'm just kind of drawing a line to kind of give me an idea. I don't follow it exactly because I just use the paint to kind of even everything out. So now I'm going to paint the top piece of the candy corn with some white paint. And this took a couple of coats on each one of these to cover up your pencil marks. So I'm going to let that dry. I'll do another coat, and then I'm going to work on my next color. So the middle is going to be yellow, of course, because it's a candy corn. And I just used King's Gold, I believe, was the color that I used for the yellow. And again, just kind of meeting it up to that white without getting any on it. Once I have that all done, the bottom one I am going to paint with some orange, and the color I used for that was burnt orange. And here it is all finished. Next, I'm going to take some white, and I'm going to put a dot on the top of each of the eyes and a line at the bottom. So I just kind of put like a half moon line at the bottom and then a dot on the top of each, and that will give him his eyes. Next, I had an unfinished wooden button. I'm going to paint that with the burnt orange paint and then let that dry. And I ended up doing 2 of these buttons. Once I had the button all painted, I'm going to take a small piece of fabric and make sure that the edges were frayed, and I'm going to glue that to the top of the hat here, right on the rim, and then another little piece of burlap over the top of that, and I kind of staggered them, and then I'm going to add that button right to the center. Once that was all finished, our Scarecrow is all done. Next, I'm going to take that orange 2x4, and I am going to glue some Spanish moss to the top. And then I'm going to take a small stem that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue that to the center of that Spanish moss. As you can see, I kind of left a spot for it. Trim off some of that Spanish moss because it's all wiry. And then once I had that all done, I'm going to take a small piece of burlap. I'm going to add that to the front. And then a piece of fabric, the ones matching the Scarecrow's fabric as well. And then that second orange button that I painted right to the center of that fabric. And then finally, I'm going to add a raffia bow to the top of the pumpkin right in front of the stem. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue there and then add that bow, and that is it. This project is finished. Well, these projects are finished. I think they turned out so super cute, and I absolutely love them. It's amazing what you can do with some scrap wood. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.